All right, guys. So got the Rev 2 installed right there. Jeez. Got the all the wires there. I just need to hook up my fuel pressure to the port injection, which is right there. So I'll get that done today. Man, what a job. Let me tell you guys. Doing everything at once is not fun. So here we got the manifold that's in already. Let me tell you guys, this is the cheapest freaking manifold I ever bought. It's about $1,000. Burger Motorsport, I saw that they had it on there. And I was like, man, that looks almost like the guy that's selling one on eBay. And guess what? It's the same freaking thing. So, anyways, ended up getting it from eBay. Had no issues installing it. Just everything was pretty easy. Here's the sensor, temp sensor for the what do you call that? Water pump, water pump, manifold, E85. Just tons of wires, guys. But then everything's already hooked up. Next thing we're gonna do is change the turbos, which are right here. I'm already building a wire harness for the, what you call that? The fuel pressure sensor. Yeah, there's some things you need to build, so they're not that hard. CTS turbos, guys. Let's see. Actually, let's look at the other one. Right there. Man. All right, this is going to push me over the top, and I knew it already. So I'm going to get these installed today and go from there. So a lot of guys have been asking me, what horsepower range you want to get into. And I'm telling you guys, I'm looking at 850 easily. That's what I'm doing. Right now, it's tuned for 760 horsepower. And this is just port injection, downpipes, what else? E85. That's it, guys. And we're doing is it 760 he said? Okay. And I like, man, that's perfect. Anyways, and then adding the turbo is going to push it over the edge. But again, you guys need more, what do you call that? Transmission. You're going to have to fix your transmission. So basically I'm looking at spool. Hey, I got a lot of these freaking DRLs and shit. I need to get rid of it as well. Look at that. Tons of them there. But making my own plugs, I do that in-house, so it's easy to do. We're going to get the website up. Again, I didn't want to do these things, but I get more and more people asking me. And then here are the Euro wire harness. So you can have a Euro turn signal that hooks up to your BDC. So I got instructions and stuff for these. These are easy. 2 pins, goes all the way back to your taillights, so that way you can wire it for Euro turn signals. So what that means, it's separate turn signals than using your brake light and whatnot. But you got to have the taillights to change it again, guys. So that's what it is. Still testing lights. Here's one that I'm testing right now. Yeah, it looks like shit, but you know what? All I'm doing is just testing DRLs and longevity. And then basically, I got tons of lights right there. Tons and tons of lights. Shells, from shells to everything, to housing. Yeah, I was working on a project with quad headlights, but there's more to it than what you think, People think you can actually make them. You can, but the problem is you got a clearance issue that's right here. So you're limited to the projector that goes here. And unless you got a GT racing vehicle, then you don't need all this junk here. The light can actually fit in there, and you can make a housing around it. But anyways, that's something down the line I'm going to do. I am going to do one, quad lighting, and that's basically going to be for myself, of course. I'm not going to try and build it for everyone, because the problem is with the lighting, the way the lighting setup works, it can't work the same as how the original one works. This is going to be basically a backup light. So it's going to be running low beam constantly. High beam is going to be your main light. So your main light's going to be high beam, low beam. And then the second light is going to be just low beam. Anyways, that's pretty much it. So got everything in. This is pretty much how I like my engine bay. I don't like the covers on there. I just don't. Anyways, all these things are wired in already, and right now it's doing 760 horsepower, which is just crazy. I'm on E50 though, and we're tuned with boot mod. So we got a boot mod tune on this thing. I got an XHB trans tune also on this thing. But like I said, guys, next step is we're going to build the transmission. I'm going to do that myself. Basically, a shop's going to take the transmission out for me. I'm going to bring it home, transfer everything I need into it, and then basically go back into the car and go from there. And let's see what kind of horsepower. You know we're going to be at 850 easily. I want to see if we can just keep it right where the sweet spot is, so that way the torque through the engine is going to be able to handle the power, and we don't have to do a build, changing rods and pistons and all that good stuff. So, all right, guys. Next time I'll give you guys an update on when I do that.